Turning to our top story, it is Election Day in Ontario. For more on this, we're joined by Nik Nanos, founder and chief data scientist at Nanos Research. Nick, let's try this again. What's your biggest takeaway with the trends you've been tracking over the past few weeks?
CTV News and Nanos have been tracking the pulse of the province every night of the campaign for the last 3 weeks. Doug Ford asked for a stronger mandate. The projection, if it holds up, suggests that he will get a stronger mandate, especially when it comes to the popular support. You know, back in 2022, about 40% of Ontarians supported him. He decided to kind of call the election based on Trump and responding to Donald Trump in order to protect Ontario at the beginning of the campaign. But, you know, what you can see is as you kind of trend forward, you know, his visit to the United States still a significant advantage over the Liberals and the New Democrats. You know, and even when you get past that, when we get to things like the debate, what you'll see at least is that the debate only had a marginal impact on the numbers. 6% of Ontarians said that the debate was the most important factor in how they made their vote decision. They were looking at other things like Donald Trump and kind of jobs and stuff like that. But, you know, fast forward to what I'll say the close of the horse race, and you can see that at least in the closing days of the campaign, a much better showing for Doug Ford. You can see a little bit of an uptick, 48%, much higher than the last provincial election was at 40, with the Liberals at 29, NDP at 16, Green Party at 5%.
And Nick, I'm just curious, how could strategic voting play a role in this election?
You know, it's interesting. About 3 out of every 10 Ontarians say that they might change their vote at the last minute. The other thing that's really important is that strategic voters are more likely to be Liberals and New Democrats. Ford Nation is rock solid, according to the CTV Nanos polling. The big thing to watch is, will there be movement between the Liberals and the New Democrats to try to stop Doug Ford in some of these ridings that he's looking to pick up?
Potentially, one other factor could be the weather. Do you think it could play a role?
I think so, you know, and, you know, the other thing, not just the weather, but kind of the shape of the campaign and the election machinery for all the big parties. You know, how good are the Conservatives, the progressive Conservatives, compared to the Liberals and the New Democrats? And can they deliver what I'll say the political capital that they've built over the last number of days?
Nik Nanos, founder and chief data scientist at Nanos Research. Thanks so much for your time breaking it all down. Appreciate it.